Hi, Leo. Well, welcome back to Lee's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to delve further into this soulmate relationship, new love, by looking at how this person feels about you. Okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This too. Okay, Leo. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Five of Pentacles. Okay, bottom of the card it says, I am supported and never alone. So even though you in the past you may have felt left out in the cold, some of you could be feeling this way right now because you had some type of falling out with this last person that you were with, or you could still be trying to heal from what happened with that situation. The Five of Pentacles is talking about feeling left out in the cold, ghosted, mistreated, all those things. Underneath this is the Four of Swords. It says, I take the time I need to rediscover my vitality. This can talk about resting. It can also talk about, the need to do the healing, okay? Because this is like the mini hermit. So if this Five of Pentacles is showing up along with this Four of Swords, what that is telling me is that some of you are still hurting based on what has happened. Okay. You could also be having financial issues, some of you, with this Five of Pentacles. And I feel like, because I'm drawn to the green color. Okay. And so I feel like, it's spirit telling you, it's time for you to heal from what has happened. Okay. Underneath this is the Devil. This is Capricorn energy. It is talking about, it can speak of obsession. It could also speak of like, you and this new person, this soulmate, having a very powerful connection, a very passionate connection. Okay. It says, I am free of whatever is holding me back, is what it says at the bottom. So this is about you healing so that you can break free from whatever devil energy you were in with the last connection. Okay. And then we also have the Fool showing up here. This is talking about you preparing to take a new leap of faith with this new person. It says, I'm guided and protected on my life's journey. Okay. But this is about you, preparing for this new connection. All right. And having to make a choice with the Two of Wands. Okay. So we're going to start by clarifying this Five of Pentacles. Okay. Now, when it comes from your side, we've got the suppression card. See, so this is talking about, being emotionally numb, not allowing yourself to think or feel things, bottling up your emotions. This is not going to help you. If you're wanting a new love, Leo, let's be honest now. If you want a new love, because there's one coming, okay? You and this person have different backgrounds, okay? You're from different worlds, okay? But it says this connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems, and that creates both fascination and friction, okay? So if you're wanting to be in a relationship with somebody, you got to learn from what happened in the past so you don't repeat this same shit in the next connection with this other person. Because don't think that this new person coming into your life is a get out of a jail free card where you don't have to do your work, where you can go in like this, emotionally numb, not wanting to open yourself up, not wanting to, think about stuff or feel things, and think you're going to be in a relationship and it's going to be, them Smurfs, la, 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 la. No, it ain't going to be none of that. Okay. So I'm just letting you know. Okay, when it comes to your person, they're ready to come forward and confess to tell you how they feel, okay? And you don't want to get caught. I tell everybody this, you don't want to get caught with your pants down, because I'm telling you, if you're not ready for this, you're going to be nervous, you're going to be upset, you're not going to be wanting to open up to this person and let them know how you feel, and that is going to mess up what you're trying to do, okay? So we got the beauty card showing up here. It says charming, graceful, kind-hearted. This is the type of person that you have coming into your life, okay? And this could be how they see you as well, okay? All right. So, hold on. This first card we're going to take a look at, or the first placement, represents the past situation for your person. So we've got the Four of Cups, and we also have the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It says, I'm always open to good news. And then the Four of Cups, you know, it says, I listen to my heart and follow my knowing. So this is about, you know, in the past, this person wanting to be in a relationship, okay? They tried to do something with somebody else and ended up, you know, feeling like it was a missed opportunity. Like the things that were supposed to go down between them and this person, it never did, because this person was, you know, a backstabber, somebody who betrayed you, betrayed your person. All of these things that happened to you, okay? All right, let's clarify. Yeah, this person is stepping into the divine masculine energy here. It says sacred masculine journeyed back to themselves. So this person is coming back to themselves. So this is what I tell you. This is what this is about. The obsession and all those things that you used to feel, it is about you coming home to yourself and realizing that you are the origin of everything. Okay? Okay, so we've got beginnings. This person's wanting to try again. They're ready to head off in a new direction and to start over when it comes to their love life after what has happened to them in the past, okay? Okay, so the second placement we're going to look at represents the present situation, what's going on right now. So this person is on a pause here with the Hangman, okay? This is Pisces energy. It says, I can see the situation another way. So this is about them, pausing in order to let go of things that no longer serve them, to look at the situation for what it really and truly is, so that they can let go of what no longer needs to be in their life. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. So we've got the Pride card showing up here. It says afraid to take action for fear of embarrassment or shame. Okay. This your twin. Let's just let it go, because ain't nobody want to deal with that mess. Okay. No, there's another one. Guilt wounds. Okay, hold on. Amen. Again, we got the divine masculine card showing up. It says yang, masculine energy. So this person, like I said, they are stepping into the energy that they need to step into to prepare for this connection. Hold on. Okay, this person got hurt in the past, just like you did, all right? But they're ready to try again, because we've got the receiving a message card here. And we also had the Page of Wands show up in the first placement, which I feel like is talking about communication. So pretty soon you're going to be hearing from your person. But like I said, Leo, you got to get ready. You can't be walking around in no damn Five of Pentacles energy and thinking you ready to be in a relationship, because that ain't happening. Okay. All right. So next placement is how your person thinks about what your person thinks about this situation, what the soulmate thinks. So we have the Six of Swords. So it says, I know that peaceful times will come. So this person is ready to move forward. Okay. They're moving out of their troubled waters or their rough waters into calmer waters again, in order to prepare themselves for you and them coming together. Okay. They know who you are. They're ready to be with you. And they're doing what is necessary to make that happen, okay? So they're doing their part to make it happen. So this person is communicating with you through telepathy. It says able to hear each other's thoughts and converse mentally, able to sense each other's feelings and moods, okay? And then we have exhaustion. We've got depletion, drained, long journey. So I feel like both of you are, in this energy, because it's been a long time, because it's not just you getting rid of things that no longer serve you, you know, it's the healing too. And I know that it's not easy. You know, when I tell you these things, I know that it's not easy. I didn't want to do mine either. But I kept on until I did what I needed to do because I just wanted spirit to get out of my face with it. So I just went ahead and did it. So you need to do it as well because they gonna ride you. So you might as well get ready. If you want to be in this relationship, if it's important to you, this is the jackpot. This is what you've always wanted. But those of you who are not healing and you sitting around in this energy like this, you ain't doing nothing but shooting yourself in the foot. I'm just telling you, you are self-sabotaging. Okay? For those of you that don't get it. Because you don't just sit up. It Lee's Intuitive Tarot, we're not just sitting up watching videos. You know that. I'm not just like I'm not just sitting here reading cards. We talking about this situation, talking about how you can get what it is that you want. And it's going to require you to put forth some effort. Everything in life, if you want certain things, it's not going to always come to you like this, especially something like this, because this is true love. This is somebody who's got your back, somebody who's going to be like your best friend, you know, this ultimate lover, all these things. But if you not in the right energy, you gonna fuck it up. And you know I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know I'm not finna sit here and I'm not trying to be, you know, negative Nathan or David Downer. I'm not trying to do none of that. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm getting. Okay. All right. So on this second row, the next card we're gonna take a look at represents what your person thinks of you. So we got the Five of Swords here. It says, I will heal myself. So I think they see you as a strong person, someone who, you know, wants to heal, wants to be better, wants to do better. But, you know, it's up to you. You have to do it. Nobody can make you do it. All right. Hang on. Yeah. So this person wants to come in, you know, and love you unconditionally, unselfishly, with no limitations. Okay. And in order for you to be able to receive this is what you got to understand too, Leo. Let's talk. In order to be in a relationship, it's not just about being able to give somebody love. You have to be able to receive it. And if you don't feel like, if you feel bitter and you feel jaded and you feeling left out in the cold and you feeling like, you know, everybody shits all on you and all this kind of stuff, how are you going to be receptive to love when you sit in that type of energy? Okay. This is not for everybody. This is for whoever this is that these cards are coming up saying this stuff. Okay. Think about that. Think about how open and receptive are you going to be to anybody, not even just in a romantic relationship, but in any relationship, if you are walking around not wanting to fix your shit. Like I said, you gotta let me know. Let me know what the answer is because I don't get it. Okay. So we've got the shallow card. It says hollow, empty, bored. Okay. So this is how you feel when you don't. Hollow and empty, when people have come and stepped all on your, you know, your feelings and made you feel bad and stuff like that. And I get it. I get the whole argument about being pissed because you came into this other relationship. You gave it your all. You tried to love this person and the person didn't love you back, but it was a lesson that needed to be learned. Okay. And you got to let that go. You got to forgive this other person and move forward, Leo, and not because you messing your own self up. Because you playing right into the hands of this past person by doing what you're doing. Okay. Like I said, I got to give you a shake. That's what you're doing. That's what this person wants. This person wants you to be stuck in your head, not moving anywhere so they can catch you at a low moment and try to get back into your life. So if that's what you want to do, okay. Okay. So the next placement we're going to look at talks about how your person feels about you, this soulmate. Okay. So we got the Judgment card. This is Scorpio energy. This is them wanting a second chance at love. They see you as a chance to do it over again, and they see themselves as a chance for you. So it says, I look back with compassion for myself. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Judgment, please. Yeah. See, your person is learning how to set boundaries. Okay. Making self-care a priority, being direct, naming limits, tuning into their own feelings, and practicing self-awareness, okay? Which is the same thing that you got to do too. Like I said, because this person, I tell y'all this person is not responsible for healing you. You are responsible for your healing. If you want to be in a relationship with this person and have intimacy, bonding, you know, sensual times, confiding in them, you have to open yourself up. And then we've got lusting here forbidden, you know, sexual energy, all these types of things going on with you and this person. It's like I said, it's going to be the type of relationship that you've always wanted, but you have to open yourself up to it. Like I said, it's only you can do it. Only you can make the decision to do this. Okay. All right. So the next placement we're going to look at represents what your person wants. They want wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups. Okay. It says, I trust in the flow of life. Okay. This person is remaining detached and focusing on, they know intuitively that the two of you are going to come together. Okay. But like I said, you gotta do your part too, because it's not just them in a relationship, it's you and them. So hold on, I know that's it, dude. Okay, so this person is working on forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness of self and others. And then we got this ego card. It's your twin, so we just gonna throw it to the side, because like I said, that person, that twin is waiting, champing at the bit, waiting to come in. So we got, see, emotional storm. It says turmoil, unstable, affected. So that's how you gonna show up. Okay, and then when you're in this type of energy, you see fucking problems where there ain't no damn problems. You see shit where there ain't nothing. You take what people do, you take it the wrong way. Think about the times in life, Leo, where you've been in a good mood, and even when somebody come at you wrong and you in a good mood and you happy, what do? You just be like, well, if you want to be unhappy, you want to be like that, you go ahead and be that way, because I'm happy right now. I'm not gonna let nobody, you know, mess me up, and I'm just gonna move on in my, you know, with my happy mood. But then let's think about when you upset and you having a bad fucking day and you cranky and you be in that attitude like, I wish somebody would today. Okay. And then you get into something with you talking to your person and they say something to you that you don't like. Okay. Or they say something, and because you're in a bad mood, you looking through that lens of ready to, you know, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. You don't want this smoke. And then they say something and you take it, you blow it out of proportion. It creates anger, you know, disagreements, all this type of stuff. And so this is what I'm telling you about. Whatever that is, you're going to have to heal it. You're going to have to heal it. You're going to have to get past it. Okay. All right. So the next placement we're going to look at, this talks about what you need to know about your person. So we got the 7 of Pentacles showing up here. It says, I trust my ideas and my direction. This person is very patient. Okay. They believe in reaping what they've sown. They are planting their seeds because they want to get it right this time when it comes to you and this connection. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. 7 of Pentacles. Look at your twin. Okay, let's go. Okay, yeah. This person has had a lot of revelations about life. Like I said, I'm not saying this person is perfect. They got issues just like everybody else, but they know that the two of you are coming together and that they got to get themselves together. Yeah, see, they've been to their breaking, you know, pushed to their breaking point as well in relationships with other people, but they are working on moving out of that, okay, to be open and receptive to this connection. Hold on. Okay, so the next placement represents the advice for you from Spirit. Okay, we've got the Hermit here, Virgo energy. It says at the bottom of the card, I follow my own path. So Spirit is telling you, we got the 4 of Swords and the Hermit showing up. Spirit is telling you, it is an emergency. You need to do this healing, okay? Because you got somebody that's coming, and some of y'all want this person 2 years ago, 10 years ago, right? But then what you doing? Ask yourself, what are you doing to prepare for this person? This ain't for everybody. This is for the people where this stuff is showing up. Okay? You got to ask yourself what you're doing, because if this is showing up, Spirit is telling you somewhere you falling short when it comes to, you know, whatever preparation you're doing for this person to come in. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Oh, wait a minute. This is your advice. Let me get some cards for you. Yeah, this person is walking away from things that no longer serve them, and they are coming into this connection wanting to compromise. Let me get cards for you. Okay, you're getting signs from Spirit, and then look, it says, and I said I love you. This is a message from your your soulmate. Then we have mission work here. Spirit is telling you you need to be focusing on what you came here to do as well. Okay. It's saying working to embody one's truest and highest essence and potential, passionately spreading your inner light. All right. Let me get one of these. Okay, yeah. So you're stepping into an undefined situation. It says you're sharing energy, time, and maybe even intimacy, but no one's naming what this is. If you feel uncertain, it's because the foundation is unclear. Okay. Then we have no strings attached. It says it starts with no strings, but even the most casual ties can tangle fast when the boundaries get blurred. Okay, because this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Spirit is telling you to take care of yourself and do what you need to do now, because when the person gets here, you ain't gonna have time to do all that. This is about you focusing on you right now so you can be the best Leo you can be, so that when this person shows up, you're giving them your best self. Okay? See, because this being in the Five of Pentacles and all this kind of stuff, you need to show up the same way you showed up for that twin. That's the way you need to show up for this soulmate. Okay? Hell, even better. Because this is the person, this is the jackpot. This is the person that's going to give you what you've always been wanting. Okay? All right. So the last card is the outcome. We got the Two of Swords here. It says, whatever I decide, I trust in the outcome. So this is about, at the end of the day, you having to make a decision. It's also about having your head stuck in the sand, refusing to see the red flags, all of these things. So Spirit is telling you, you're going to have to make a decision. Okay? And if you want a soulmate to be choosing from when it comes to having to make this choice, it's going to be necessary for you to do your work. Okay? All right. So we have, hold on. That's your twin. Talk about ghosting. So I'm going to flip that. So this is about, being optimistic. Being optimistic. I don't know if because of what you went through with this other person, it's hard for you to, to pull yourself out of that, or maybe you just having a low moment or whatever, but you and this new person are mirroring each other. And it's about, if you're wanting this to work, you're going to have to do what you need to do. You're going to have to let go of the pride, arrogance, ego, the stubbornness, and be aware of what what it is you want in a relationship. Okay. And this is about you learning, your importance and your value. And if you want to step in there the right way, it's going to require you to do what you need to do. Okay. Let's get some messages from Spirit. Okay. So we have behind the veil. Okay. It says, welcome uncertainty as an opportunity for growth, and be okay with not knowing. Okay. This is a Spirit saying it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. Okay. And if you want it to speed up, you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to get out of this. Then we've got breakthrough. It says navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance and resilience. Okay. Then we have cutting edge. It says slice through the obstacles and carve a path towards your dreams. All right. Because things happen. This is life. You're not going to know who you are and what you're made of, Leo, if you don't go through the things that you need to go through. And there's going to be people in this life and things that happen to you in this life where you gonna question whether or not you can get the fuck back up and resume. Okay? And resume living. But you got to dig down deep and find it out and come up with it. Okay? So we got the addiction card showing up. It says addictive behaviors are impacting this partnership. If this is you, you know what it is, and you know what needs to be done. Then we've got intuition. It says the universe is providing intuitive guidance to direct you on your divine path. Okay? All right. Let's get some messages from your person. See what they want to tell you. Okay. So we have, I daydream about a life with you. I would do it all again. I love you unconditionally. I feel you even though we're apart. All right. Okay, we've got I secretly watch you. Spirit is guiding me back to you. No one else could hold a candle to you. We are finally coming into union. Okay? Okay. I have a confession to make. It's showing up again because we had a confession card here that showed up. Okay? So like I said, this person is ready to come and tell you how they feel. Again, they dream of you all the time. All right. Okay, we have, you'd never let me be free, will you? I've always loved you. Okay. Then we have, hold on. We've got let go of fear. So it says, you are safe with me. I have no fear of making mistakes. Nothing you do or say will ever make me stop loving you. There are no mistakes on this journey, only soul lessons. Everything happens for a reason. It's safe to be vulnerable with me. Okay? So this person is letting you know. They're already providing a safe space for you, Leo. They're telling you that nothing you do or say is gonna make them want to leave you. Okay? Then we have intensity. It says, our connection is so intense that it sometimes scares me. My feelings for you overwhelm me sometimes. Please reassure me by taking things slowly and patiently. This will help me feel comfortable with the changes that are happening. Okay? All right. Let's get a fairy, a romantic fairy oracle card. Or get some and see what Spirit wants to tell you. Okay. Oof, you got a bunch that fell. Okay, so it says, love language, acts of service. It says actions speak louder than words. Okay. Then we have let go of the past, clear energy to allow more love in your life. Okay. Spirit is telling you again. They're telling you every way they can tell you. Dreams come true. Have faith. Your rainbow will come smiling through. Okay. Let me tell you this. You're not supposed to be healing just to be in a relationship with somebody. This is about you, Leo, about you loving yourself. Okay. It may start it out about you trying to be with somebody, but this needs to be about you loving yourself and putting yourself first. Because if you want to come out swinging and let this person know, okay, these are my boundaries. This is what I require in a relationship. This is what, this is what I need to feel loved or whatever. You're going to have to love yourself if you want to present that type of front where, you're not going into the same shit again where people are just walking all over you. So we've got honest communication. It says expect a heart-to-heart conversation. Okay. All right, Leo, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Leo.